Hi, welcome to Garden Today. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing from Haas Tools on some herb plants, and we also be potting those up in these pots over here. And stole some scissors from my wife while she wasn't looking, so hope she won't see this video. But I have noticed women are very particular about the scissors, especially the cloth scissors, and they don't like you to use them for anything but cloth. Just let y'all know that. And I'm doing the video myself because we went out to the fair last night, stayed till a whopping 9:30 before we left, and got home about 10:30. And my sons are wiped out from that late night party, and I guess that's a good thing. But anyway, first time I've seen these. Just now opened up the box. The box came in yesterday. We was at the fair actually. So they do have a deal here where if you want to join their club to get stuff every week, you can do that. I do really like Haas. They are a family-owned business. Really nice. So here's what you get. These costs, I think, these cost $18.99 because I bought three different types, four different types. Bought 2 times. And so we'll open these up. And he was ready to deal when it, he did say that, Haas, when I was watching the video and talking about these, he said you do want to open them up as soon as you get them and plant them. And the reason why is because they have these really small root balls, which is fine. Okay, that's not a bad thing. Okay, I'm going to say that just first off. That's the way you have to sell these things. You sell 5 of them for 20 bucks. I got free shipping because I ended up ordering $100 worth because I made another video where I bought the seeds. Even though there's 2 different boxes, you still get. And the other thing I like about Haas, of course, see what he did. He gave me these tags come for free. Really nice looking tags, so I don't have to make up my own tags. Which is nice, but I only got 4 of them because I only own 4 different ones. And they'd probably be best if I would put these in the container they're going to start in. But I'm going to put them up in pots first, grow them up bigger, and then grow pots. And of course the wind's going to pick up. And it's starting to rain a little bit. First one we're going to look at is English thyme. And all that stuff I know is backwards when I show it, but and there's the thyme. Nope, that's not right. This is the Tuscany blue rosemary. This one here. So got my actually just pine bark mulch, but it's a really fine pine bark mulch from Living Earth. See, that's what it looks like. So it's basically it's potting soil without the perlite. Perlite's a good thing, but not absolutely needed. And we're gonna set that little baby right here, remembering since it's in a bigger pot, we're gonna plant it in here. You're gonna have to make sure it stays watered. Now, the bad thing about, a good thing about thyme is you can neglect it and it'll tend to live. The bad thing about thyme is if you try to take care of it, it tends to die. And I am gonna water all these through when I get through with them, so just let you know that. I never show that because you're just putting water in a pot, so it just doesn't seem to be that necessary. I will say, whenever you're watering something and you got it in the ground, don't just put a little bit of water on it. Soak it good, and soak it. You always say slow and long when it comes to watering stuff that's in the ground. If it's in a raised bed, you kind of get by with it, but it takes like an hour for an inch of water to penetrate regular soil. Okay, if you get a rain, it takes time. If you get a whole bunch of rain at one time, that's when it all runs off. So when you're taking that hose and you're washing around that plant, and you use, 30 seconds or a minute, it takes longer for that water to infiltrate that soil profile. So when you're watering like that, a lot of times you get about that deep of water, and that's not helping you any. So if you can, you want to bank it up to where it can actually soak into the soil. That hour is if everything's getting wet. It's not going to take an hour for that stuff to soak in, but over a large area, it's a long process. So if you're getting an inch an hour, usually your soil can take in that much water. But if you're getting 2 or 3 inches of rainfall, that's when all that stuff starts running off. So anyway, so the next one we're going to be talking about, I could be messing these up, but I think I'm right here. So that was my rosemary. There. This here. Okay, he's got these done. Now that was rosemary. This here's gonna be the oregano. So just so y'all know, y'all probably just see this. I've just woke up too. Okay, I wouldn't been awake about 30 minutes to an hour. You also got these labeled here so you know which ones are which. Does a good job when somebody's half asleep. So this is gonna be the oregano. Now, I'm not really sure why I put it. Well, I guess I just need a different kind of oregano. Because for some reason I ordered oregano. So we'll be putting it, I guess, in this pot. That's awful deep for oregano. I do if I feel bigger chunks. I apologize, I'm not ready to hit the camera. I'm used to having a mic. When you don't have a mic, if you have a mic, you have to look at the camera. Okay. And anytime you look off, it doesn't catch. But if you have a mic, you can talk anywhere you want to. And I'm used to a mic now. But this camera doesn't have a mic. So anyway, that would help. You may ask how come the leaves are in this container. That's because they fill in them. That's where I had the my pine bark mulch set out under an oak tree, so all these leaves fall into it. So we set that one up there. And this one was oregano. Greek oregano. I don't think I had Greek oregano. I think that was it. I'll go back and look once you get growing good. The next we're going to plant is lavender. Lavender is one that I have tried to grow once before and didn't have much success with. So we'll try it up. So there it is. Doesn't look just super healthy. I mean, it's being in a box. I'm not knocking the stuff. Because you got to find a way, whenever you're doing the shipping and stuff, you have to find a way to be able to ship it without just killing yourself on postage. So that's the lavender. We'll try to get up and growing. I do know lavender is not cold tolerant. So, and then we got the English thyme. Now the thyme we got just doesn't grow very good. It's a creeping thyme, and it's not done really well. So I want to get one that's a little more productive. And I'm hoping it's going to be this thyme here. So we're going to do this one here. And the thing about whenever you're planting herbs, they do a little bit different than other plants as far as, vegetable plants. A lot of your herbs are going to be, or some of your herbs are going to be perennial. And perennial plants don't have the vigor, on average, that your annual plants do, because a perennial plant is trying to put down roots, it's trying to get established because it's going to live a long time. The annual plant is just trying to push as much production as it can because it's got to reproduce in that 1 year, where a perennial can reproduce over multiple years. So it's not, your vigor on annuals are usually always greater than you are on perennials, and that's just one of those facts of life that nearly happens in every situation. Whenever we planted grass, I work for NRCS, your annual grasses, which we did not cost you, they were always would come up faster and really outproduce the perennials, but then you never knew from year to year if they was going to reseed themselves. So that's why we never cost shared them, unless it was a cover crop. And here's the other time. So I will keep y'all kind of updated. I've got a feeling one of the times I'll probably give, I've got a girl in 4-H that enjoys plants, so I'm kind of helping her out. So she's trying to start an herb garden, and so one of those will probably end up going to her. And just so y'all can see, this is the tricolor chili pepper. A really pretty chili pepper. I grew it from seed and need to put it in a bigger pot. Starting to get little blooms on it there and there. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Probably going to do another video today sometime, but don't know. Try to space these out for once a day. Sometimes I get 2 in a day. But with everybody dragging today, I don't know if we get around to doing it or not, or just take a day off. We're not used to partying that big, so we got there at like 5:30 or so. So we had to went from 5:30 to 9:30, just riding rides and things. Kids rode rides. I didn't ride any. I didn't really care to. But anyway, dogs decided to start barking, so we're in this video. Thanks for watching.